With the updated HTML5 version of the game, we have also received an updated spectator mode. Since the Lost Guide was created for the Flash Spectator only, we felt like a new guide was called for. Welcome to the control stage. In this stage, you will learn all about the buttons which a spectator will be using to control the camera while spectating. The highlighted buttons are the ones which a spectator will be using. In this stage, you will learn how to control the spectator mode using the keys which were shown earlier in the control stage. Before you start operating in spectator mode, you might want to make sure that you remove the HUD interface of the game, since that's most likely one of the reasons why you would be using spectator mode in the first place. So to remove the HUDs, hit backslash. Here are some basic movement keys. W, move forward. S, move backward. A, move to the left. And D, move to the right. E, move up. And Q, move down. Holding down Shift will significantly accelerate your movement. You can rotate the camera either by using the arrow keys or by clicking and dragging the mouse on the screen. Axis lock. When entering the map, the movement axes are locked to the camera by default, meaning that if you press W, you will move forward in relation to the camera. Hitting spacebar will lock your axes to the map and allow you to move without changing altitude. And to revert to the previous axis lock, you just need to hit the spacebar again. Now I'll show you some of the special controls available with spectator mode. Save positions, or as some call it, shortcuts or checkpoints. By pressing Ctrl, along with a number from 1 to 9, you'll be able to save your current position on the map. You've got a maximum of 9 position slots. This feature is really useful, especially for events and live streams. For example, I'll save the first checkpoint here, the second one here, the third one here, the fourth one here, and the last one here. To navigate between the positions, I just need to press on the numbers which I have assigned to my checkpoints. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Spectating players. You can follow players using different keys. Tab. By pressing Tab, you'll be able to spectate a specific player in the map by clicking on the Spectator Follow button. When you're in this mode, you can only use the arrow keys and C. The up arrow key will move you closer to the tank, and the down arrow key will move you further away from the tank. The right and left arrow keys will let you orbit or rotate around the tank. The C button will return the camera to the center of the tank. F, X, and Z. By pressing F, you'll be able to follow the player nearest to your camera, and by hitting X or Z, the camera will switch between the players. R and B button. Hitting R will allow you to spectate the player closest to the red flag, and hitting B will allow you to spectate the player closest to the blue flag. Ctrl and U. Pressing Ctrl and U together will detach your camera from the player. The settings menu can be opened by clicking on the following button, which is usually located above the Tab key. Upon clicking the button, 4 menu options will show up on the top left of your screen. We will begin with controls. Move speed. The setting is self-explanatory. Increasing this setting will make your camera move faster and vice versa. Angular speed. This setting changes your rotation speed. Basically, when you use the arrow keys to move left and right, your camera pans, or as you may call it, rotate, but it's more like panning. And when you press the up and down key, your camera tilts up and down. So basically, this angular speed setting changes the speed of those movements. Speed factor with shift. This setting changes the speed of your camera when holding down the shift key. Mouse sensitivity. This settings changes your cursor's movement speed. Smooth factor. This setting changes the speed in which your camera will reach a certain point after moving it. The higher the setting, the faster the camera will reach the point. HUD layout visibility. Chat. Hides or displays the chat. Battle messages. Hides or displays battle messages such as Spy has taken the flag. Score. Hides or displays the score. Fund. Hides or displays the fund. Nicknames. Hides or displays the nicknames. Health bars. Hides or displays the health bars of the players. Effect icons. Hides or displays effect icons of supplies and status effects. HUD markers. Hides or displays the icons of the flags, rugby ball, control points, etc. User titles visibility distance. Infinity. This setting allows you to view nicknames from any distance, no matter where you are from the player. If you turn off this option, you will be able to manually select the distance for which the nickname of the player will disappear. The third menu is called Saved Points. The amount of saved points will be displayed on the bottom. Above it, there is a setting called Transition Time MS. This setting changes the speed in which you move between saved points. The fourth and last menu is called Save Setting to Cookies. This menu allows you to save your settings and use them the next time you spectate a battle. You can also reset the settings using this menu. The rest of the settings, like the ones that were not mentioned, are not that important, but of course feel free to experiment with them. Tip stage. Recording a rank up. This is probably the most delicate situation for Spectator, since a rank up can only happen once for every player, which means that you cannot afford to fail the recording. Your goal is to make sure that the player ranking up is in focus. You can do so by positioning the player in the center of the frame. And to add some creativity in the video, you can record some cinematics before the rank up. Recording a parkour trick. To record a parkour trick, you will need to make sure that you show the entire trick from A to Z, including all the necessary and important details. You also have to be very careful to successfully record a trick, including its landing, which is something that you cannot guess or see in advance. You should also avoid showing any map details like bushes, trees or walls, anything that might hinder you from seeing the trick. Recording a Minehunt event. In a Minehunt event, we advise you to make use of the Save Positions feature. During an event like Minehunt, using this option will help you move faster, properly, and instantly. so you don't miss out on any of the best moments when a player is about to hit a mine. So that's probably it for today's video, and if you have any questions about this guide or even ideas for new guides, please leave them in the comments below. We hope that you enjoyed this guide. See you on the battlefield.
I am conflicted, watching where I step still.